What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So, you are looking for a way to grow your legs. Me too. It's actually something I've been trying to do for a while. I actually just finished up with legs, but I got a whole bunch of content, and I'm going to walk you guys through the perfect leg day. Here we go. Alright, so right here we have some front squats. This is only with a 35-pound plates on the sides, but typically, I'll do a little more. This is kind of what I was just warming up with. These are good because it's not as hard on your back, and I just like the feel of it better. I feel like I feel the contraction in my legs a little bit more when I am squatting. The only time I will do back squats is when I do a Smith machine. But anyway, that was set 1. This is set 2. I put 10 pounds on extra on the side. I hadn't squatted in a while, so I didn't go too heavy. But this is just going to be a good way to, get your overall legs stronger. My goal is to be able to eventually be able to squat 2 plates with this, because it is a little bit harder to put on heavier weight than if you were to do a back squat, because you have to focus on just getting it up on your shoulders instead of your back, but it prioritizes the form. Alright, so next here we have the single leg dumbbell squats. These are good for just targeting each single leg. It is a little bit harder because you basically have to do double the sets, because obviously there's 2 legs that you're working. So ideally, like in these first couple sets, I go till failure. I'm using 45-pound dumbbells to start off with, so a little heavier, and then just making sure to go down and then take your time on these. And then next, here's continuing with the 45-pound dumbbells, doing this, pushing. It should be really hard. By the end of these, you should be sweating. But anyway, this isn't the last set, but this is the second set, and I'm already getting, pretty fatigued. These will definitely work your legs very hard. I started out with 25 pounds, and I've worked my way up to 45 pounds now. Next week I'm going to try 50-pound dumbbells with these. But anyway, just good overall leg exercise. The final set here with 40s, pushing hard. Alright, this next one here, I don't know exactly what it's called. I call them sus extensions. But anyway, this is just going to be a good way to get those hamstrings. With these, I end by doing partials, starting off by, like you'll see here, pushing and then holding it, going down slowly, and then doing a few of those until your legs get tired, and then at the end here, finishing up with some partials. Basically, partials are just going whether it's halfway, a quarter way, basically just, going till failure, until your legs are just completely gassed. So for this next set, we got front leg extensions. You want to make sure to, get your machine set up right, so that it fits you right. I'm going to start off usually pretty heavy with these. I try to do around anywhere from 8 to 12 reps till failure. So you see I'm doing partials at the end here. And then once I finish that up, I go with the next set, a little bit lighter, because my legs are getting, pretty tired. They should be pretty tired after doing 1 set till failure. You should have to go down on weights. That's how you're going to grow them the fastest. So now, just doing some partials here. That was second set. This is the final set. Went down some weight, and now just trying to get those, last few reps in. These are typically the hardest. This third set, if you do 3 sets till failure, it should be pretty difficult, but that's what's going to promote the best leg growth, ending with partials, and there we go. Alright, final workout here. So this one is, you should be at your gym, but if not, a hack squat is going to be similar, but this is a good one, obviously, kind of figure out where your feet or leg position is going to be the comfiest. I typically do mine, a little bit farther up on the platform. just to be able to get the best angle, to be able to work the legs the best. These, it's ideally to go to failure on these, because you can keep pushing. It's not like, if you can't push all the way up, you're going to need a spotter or something to push you up, kind of like you would maybe on the hack squat. But no, these are good. Make sure to adjust the machine so that, it fits you right, obviously. But these are good. These, you're going to definitely feel these, and it is going to definitely burn. So just finishing up with the second set here. This next one is my third set. This should be a pretty difficult set. This last one, like I mentioned in the other ones, if you are pushing till failure, the third set should be the most difficult to go till failure on. And yeah, just finishing up here, I also did some Smith machine squats, but I did not get that on camera, but I will show those next time. So just finished up at the gym, finished a good solid leg day. Feel really good. I'm going to a new gym, a lot better, it's a lot quieter. There's literally like nobody there for the first part, so I was able to get all my filming in, and it's actually a lot easier when there's nobody around to film, because then you're not worrying about like, other people being worried about you filming, even though it's probably not a big deal, but it's still just like one thing that's off my mind. Something I started just doing lately was using Google Calendar. I find that it's a good way to book your day into different little segments. Some of the stuff I have blocked off in as little as like 15 minutes, so I'll have it on, like, I got it on my phone, so it just sends me like notifications. So like my schedule today was like 8:30 to 10 go lift, and then as well as film, and it's 9:56 right now, so I'm right on track. I'm then when I get home, I got about 15 minutes where I can just like take a cold shower, kind of check like messages, stuff like that, just like a little bit of break time. And then once 10:30 comes around, I got something booked, I forgot what it was, but it's just a good way to be able to just like get little things done, because there's so many just little things where I'm like, I need to get them done, but then I just like push it off till later. And ever since I this is my first full day of really like having a good schedule, and I'm in a good environment, a good productive environment. I feel like I've had a lot more self-control than I have in the past. I'm 20 right now, for those of you, and like when I was like 18 and 19, I had a lot less self-control. This is my third year in college, and so if I had friends that were in my environment or people and were like, let's go do this, or let's go do this, and a lot of it was related to substances, and so they'd be like, let's go drink or whatever, and then you'd stay up real late and you don't have as much self-control. And so when you just like make it, especially this first week, like if you guys are students, if you're either in high school, whether it's at college, even if it's just life, if you're not in school, but to just have that self-control to be able to say no to those things. And even if it's just as little as like someone wanting to just hang out with you, nothing wrong with that, but like if someone's like, oh hey, let's go do this, or let's go play video games or whatever, and you got other plans, and even if you don't want to make that person feel bad by saying no, like you just got to do that, because you got to think of you, and you got to make sure that you do you before you worry about what other people think. That's a big part of life. That's where I've struggled a lot, is caring what other people think. And I bet all of you do. You might think, or you might say that you don't care what people think, but deep down everyone does. It's just part of who we are. That's like how we were made to survive, is by caring what other people think. It's kind of a survival instinct. But anyway, it's Wednesday today. I'm feeling really productive so far this week. I've been grinding. I set my alarm for 7:30 today. I usually don't get up till 8:39ish, but I'm like, why am I wasting an hour and a half? So this way, by now, on most days I would just be getting to the gym, but right now I'm finished up at the gym. So no, it's a good feeling, and I feel motivated, ready to go. I've been blocking out a lot of things little things that, you know, release dopamine quick. So those little things will really help you stay a lot more focused, because when you don't have those instant unearned dopamine hits, then you feel more motivated to go do things that will give you dopamine hits naturally, not like artificially. So not like eating junk food, or, you know, consuming like TikTok or things that are like super stimulating to your brain, or substances, things like that. The only thing that I do is just coffee, but that's, for me, that's justified. I feel like I can be more productive with it, but you know, there's a lot of natural things that are going to be able to do that to you. Like cold water is really gonna like boost your dopamine and make you feel more productive in the right way. So, but anyway, you know, all this stuff, good talk, could go on for a long time. Probably end up turning this into a video. Other than my leg day video that I'm gonna make today, I don't really have any like structured video ideas. That's what I need to start doing, is I need to start coming up with more structured video ideas, whether it's just talking to a camera like this, or whether it's working out, or whether it's vlogging. But yeah, you know, I got a lot of ideas. I see all these other influencers, you know, making content and stuff like that, and it's no different than what I'm doing. The only thing that's different with me is that I just don't have as much experience with filming and editing, and not as big of a following. But like all these other influencers, they're the same, and they're just people that took initiative, you know, started recording, they hit record, and, you know, changing lives, and that can be anybody. So, you know, you can't be seeing like people like that, even when they got like bodybuilder physiques, as like gods. We're all the same, we're all people, you know, and I feel like I've finally found my purpose. This kind of stuff, I feel like, is kind of my purpose, to change and add value to the world by helping people with physical health, mental health, fitness, motivation, all of that stuff. And that's just something that kind of spoke to me in the last few months after going through some challenges. But anyway, hope you guys have a good day. And of course, as always, stay uncomfortable. Fuck yeah.